the Wico Command Control Trackball. Damn, this thing's filthy. Let's clean it up and play some games. Stick around.
Let's go into the MonroeWorld.
Hi everyone, Shane R. Monroe here, and I picked this up at a local retro gaming store. This thing is just filthy and disgusting. I mean, listen, I'm usually not a person that would complain, but maybe they should have sold this without the box. I mean, it's just disgusting. But this is the premier deal, man. This was the coveted, most desired Atari. They made this for ColecoVision 2, I believe. Wico made a whole slew of these things. And I've always been a fan of this big, giant, massive tank of a trackball, but it's going to need some cleaning up before we play games. Let's do it. Now that we've done our part and cleaned it out, I think we're ready to actually play some games. As you might imagine, Arkanoid would be a great game. You do not use paddle or mouse or anything like that. You still have to use the joystick, but it's definitely better. Let's check it out. So you're not going to get it any faster than a joystick, but you can definitely get that sort of swipe and stop sort of behavior that, oops, it's hard to talk and play at the same time. But yeah, so you can actually get that sort of swipe and let it drift kind of behavior that a lot of people are looking for in these sorts of games. As you can see, it works pretty well, even if I suck as a player, as you can see. All right, if you think Centipede is a no-brainer, you're right. This is pretty much what this thing was made for. And you can see again that you're not going to get that super power drift thing with this, but you do get a lot more precision, and that can really make a difference in a game like this. Not knowing where the bottom of the screen is always throws me. There you go. Works great. Now here is a blast from the past with the original OG style Centipede. It is, of course, Grid Runner. Let's check it out. As with any other Centipede type game, of course, precision is perfect on here. You really want to be able to just get those really tight moves, and it just feels right. I know you can do this with a joystick too, but it just feels right. Now, how exactly did this game make the list? Gyruss is like a circular game that you would almost think would be perfect for paddles. Because you can't just constantly roll left or right, it's not perfect, but once you get the feel of it, it's actually more intuitive than you think. You will be rolling, so you can roll to the side, but then you have to be able to roll up as well. But oddly enough, this becomes very intuitive after a while. And I'm sure there's other types of games you could do this with as well. I'm not doing bad with this thing. Memorize these again. Not bad, right? Now this sort of blew my mind. This is the brand new Jupiter Fracture that came out with this Commodore 64. And I was thinking to myself, does it make sense to even try this? Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is almost the way you would think it has to be played now. Check this out. This works so well, I couldn't believe it. First of all, you get some very precision controls. And again, it's almost like this is the way it was meant to be played. Because, you know, originally with the paddle, right? I would have had a lot of trouble with that with the joystick, believe it or not. So of course, the one game that didn't quite make the list because I thought it was too close to this one would have been Space Taxi. And people swear by their lives that playing that with a trackball, crap, kicks major butt. Anyway, this is great. I got like 2 or 3 screens in playing it with this thing. It was amazing. Here's another spinner game that makes absolute sense to be playing with a spinner, but maybe not necessarily a trackball. Let's check it out. There we go. This requires a bit more finesse because it's easy to sort of overplay your thrust like that. But for the most part, once you get used to the delicate nature of this thing, the precision aiming actually works pretty well. It's just that thrust that gets you. Not bad though, right? Trust me, you get used to this. I like couldn't put this down earlier. Still pretty cool though, right? All right, one more. Dang it, I didn't mean to thrust. At least not that far. Another one, another great game. All right, so Operation Wolf. This seems like it'd be a no-brainer, right? Let's check it out. Operation initiated. Oh yeah, this is gonna be cool. Now you do, of course, yeah, you gotta get a little rough with this thing if you want to move this thing around. It'd be cool if you could adjust the, how many times I guess the joystick is tapped. This one took me a little while to get used to. Because you really have to give it some, you gotta give it some love. Obviously not, I'm not giving it enough love. And you also, of course, need to be able to reach over with your finger and hit the grenades, which also works. This one actually works better than I'm working it here, folks. It's hard for me to hold it like this. I think I was playing it flat like this before. Yeah, that's a little better. But then you have to be able to still reach up with your, no grenades. You definitely want to be able to get some manpower into it. But yeah, this is another one of those games. If you're thinking like Cabal would be good, yeah, I played that one too. But yeah, you get the idea. Operation Wolf, another good choice. Now I was thinking how great it would be to play like Sinistar or something like that with this guy. But let's take a look at Space Pilot. I do love me some Time Pilot, and this was a game that I played the living crap out of. This one actually works pretty well too. It's a lot like Gyruss. You're gonna have to rotate it and then pull it down as well. You can't just go left and right. But you'd be, see like that, you have to kind of spin it in a circle, yeah. Takes a little bit of getting used to because you think you should just be able to spin it left and right and have it work. But you can't, you gotta kind of roll it around. But it does work. It actually kind of works a treat. I missed, oh there it is. But yeah, Surely there's other games of this nature that would probably make sense with this as well. Nope. Damn it. Now we take a sort of newish game, Space Lords, which is, of course, Warlords. Now, you could imagine, like with a paddle, this would be totally trick, but it actually works very well with this. Check this out. This is one of those ones you just kind of work with your thumb. Or you could go like this, right? Yeah, you can, I mean, this is like there doesn't even need to be any explanation on this game, right? Oops, crap, except for I'm not that fast. Especially when I'm talking and not feeling well. So, you know, we do what we have to. But yeah, I mean, if you were looking for the game to play, this is probably it. I don't know. I've never, you know, I think I'm the only person on the planet that wasn't a huge Warlords fan. I don't know. A lot of people loved it, but it was kind of never my game. And this is why. It's just kind of slow until it gets to the end, you know. But yeah, you can see it works a treat. And this is the way you'll always want to play it from now on. Oh, good. Yeah, smart move. Maybe that's why I didn't like it, because I suck at it. Good old Traz, Transformable Arcade Zone. This is one of my favorite breakout games of all time. And, of course, this does very well, right? This is one of those ones you can kind of, like, just use your thumb, because you don't have to, like, cover a ton of area. Very comfortable. I don't like this particular level, though. I don't like the two paddles thing. It freaks me out. So I'm trying to play the piano or something. But yeah, I mean, it's like literally the perfect controller for this. Tell them I have to lubricate the bearings a little bit. They're kind of noisy. But yeah, could you imagine not playing this game with without a trackball at this point? It works a little bit better if you can get a little elbow grease into it, right? When I was playing it up and down, when it was on the other orientation, when it was up and down like that, maybe the next level will be like that. Yeah, this one was a lot easier to just kind of use your thumb to flick. So yeah, again, can you imagine playing this game any other way? All right, well, listen, folks, I'm going to wrap it up. This has been a long enough video already. These things, while you're probably thinking, damn, Shane, I'm never going to be able to get one of these. They're going to be too expensive. You can get these on eBay for about 40 bucks, 40, 45 plus shipping. They're kind of heavy, so you're going to pay some shipping. I guarantee they're going to need a little TLC. So make sure that you open the guy up, use my video. If you'd like to see a longer version of the cleanup process, I kind of gave you the Montage edition. Let me know. I'll save that to the side and I'll post it somewhere if you guys want to see it. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Shane R. Monroe. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. You guys know what to do. We'll see you next time.